I am laying here. How many years? 2 years after, to the day that homeboy left. The separation happened, and I gotta say I'm feeling great. I wanted to do a post X amount of time check-in, because it's like, yeah, that was a huge thing, and I was dying on the inside for the first while, right? Then the next year was better, and then now it's even better. Can we believe it gets that much better? I'm telling you, it does. It's crazy the amount of things I've done in 2 years, like, and how many new things are part of my life, right? Like, I would not have believed. So I'm so thankful. Like, Kendall, you made it. But also, if you are a person who's going through all this, you're gonna make it. You're gonna make it, okay? You're gonna make it. I'm so sorry. It hurts so bad. It's like your world is flipped upside down and you're just like curled up in a little ball and you're like, how am I ever gonna... I thought to myself, how am I ever gonna get over this? Like, how am I ever going to get over this? Girl, you do. I'm sorry it hurts so much. You'll get through. The balance of sad and angry and all those negative emotions will change. It will ebb off. It'll be like, wow, more negative than positive. Just like a little sprinkling of positive when you, I don't know, eat a good meal or like see the sun. And then it's like, wow, I don't like dread every day. Cool. And then it's like, wow, I've kind of adjusted. I like decorating some little things, and it kind of evens out until you're more 50-50, and then it'll be like 70-50. So if you're not a math person, basically the balance changes from more negative emotion to actually more positive. And then you're like, wow, I came out of the pit. It happens. The difference between like 1 month to 2 months to 6 months, astronomical. And then from 6 months to 9 months, things are getting brighter and brighter and brighter. Then like 9 months, a year to 2 years is like, I'm taking off. I'm a rocket. I feel great. And then after getting out of a long relationship for 2 years later, you're like, what even was that? My life is so different now and it's great. And like, yay. So what I did to help with all this process, when I was curled up on the floor, if there's nothing else I did, I showered and I ate. I fed myself, and I fed myself good whole foods, whatever. Great. There was chocolate involved, but majority of the time, and ice cream. I found so many ice cream flavors I like now. Oh yeah. But there was, like, my body was taken care of, okay? Great. From there, I was like, I don't even know how I can get to the gym. I don't even know, like, mentally, it was too much of a hurdle. So I just didn't. I had a job change. Great for me. Great. Incredibly positive. Thank you, God. And I gotta credit him for this. He provided. And then also my own place and decorating it and like allowing myself to decorate how I want makes me happy. So I did that, and it was such a joy. It was such a joy to take on little projects and like make this place really homey and my home, and it makes me happy just talking about it. And then that helped me go on. What else helped? Bro, talking to my friends. And look, the first while, I didn't really I felt like, who do I have? And then you find out who you have when you have bad things going on, because people will show up for you. And I've had a lot of random friends, just to be honest, like in and out, but they were there for a season, and that was actually great. that was actually great. We were what each other needed at that time. Thankful for that. So I found someone who went to like church classes with me. There was a, I think, divorce support group. There was a healthy people group where you go through this book about healthy people. I was like, wow, I need to do something. I need to take a class. I need to do something because I'm just sitting here alone and like depressed, and I need to be around people. So taking a class, excellent, excellent. Was it the best ever? No, but it helped at the time. Great. I kept going to a small group, which is just a church group. That helped, just being around people. Oh my gosh. During the worst times. Wow. And then I started to feel a sense of purpose when I went back to school, because it was like, okay, I am working towards my future. I'm planting seeds right now. Excellent. So I did that, had a job lined up, had a new place, decorating it, and then I invested in plants. I like to garden a little bit, so by invested I mean like $30, you know, and some pots, and great. I have some plants that I take care of on a weekly basis, and I pot them and repot them and take care of them, fertilize them, whatever. That's really helpful. That's really helpful. And I visited other people who had animals, and I would pet them and be happy. And then this is just, I hope this gives you ideas, right? Because it's not just one singular thing, but you try to pick things that will compound over time. And that's that. Like, my best friend's mom, we made dates and we would like cook together. It's cute, right? That's cute. My neighbor is the sweetest person ever, and would like bring flowers over when he had flowers, and so I started like going to the garden and picking flowers and then like bringing bouquets to people I care about, and that brought me joy. Right? So it's not just about taking care of you, but like if you shift your mentality to how you can serve other people, like how can I be a blessing? How can I be a blessing? How can I be a blessing? Then I'm the one bringing desserts to work. I'm bringing bouquets. I'm bringing things around me and giving to people, and it like fills you because you're able to do that. And I invested in my hobbies. I like to paint. Painting, art. Oh, it doesn't matter what kind, but get that stuff out of you. Like, it is so therapeutic. And then I started reading and like journaling, and now I read the Bible every day. That helps a ton. God does everything. Like, he renews your mind. He will take care of you. He showed me so much. Oh my gosh, everything. Another video. But there's so much you can do that is like minuscule but positive. Taking vitamins. Whoa. Or baking something cute one day. Whoa. When you're suffering, you got to take mentally, you have to take smaller steps than you even think that feel manageable to you. So for example, there were times when I was depressed when I could only think second to second and just get through the next second. And then when I was suffering from relationship loss and all that, there's times where you suffer like minute to minute or hour to hour. So whatever that time frame is, it's like just do the next right thing or the small thing for you. And sometimes switching it up, like even when you feel depressed and awful, I thought, I can't be around anyone. I'm a pill. I don't want to expose anyone. Literally just being in the presence of someone else with those emotions, for some reason they dissipate and it alleviates, even though I'm not talking about anything, even though we're not focused on that. But that's exactly the point, is because we're not focused on that. Sometimes negative emotions, they just stir up and like marinate, and not focusing on them is super helpful. And I walked on the beach a ton. Like, going to the beach, so healing. Being around kids. I was a preschool teacher for a little bit. Like, bless. Being around the kids and just like focusing on their needs and being there for them. And it's so interesting to me how kids develop in the different developmental stages that they're at, and like how we can speak to them to help them progress. And so just that was mind candy to me. I was like, oh, cool. I can see this approach worked better today versus the other day, and all those types of things. So you're trying to alleviate small things, like small burdens for yourself, and do that for you. Because honestly, when you're not doing well, other people around you are concerned, and they're just concerned. So like, it's best to, if I care about them, like, I don't want them to be concerned. Like, if I can't even muster it in me to like care for myself, I do it on behalf of other people that I care about. Like, if I don't want them to be worried about me, so I should take care of me. Now I feel like I have more care, but geez, back then, oh man, now I'm realizing my necklace is so tangled. Okay. So there's all that. And then, yeah, things have only gotten better. I am having a blast. I'm having a ball. I got a special scholarship for school opportunity thing. We're working with a business. I'm now, I started 2 new hobbies. It's almost a year ago. I was just like, you know what? Freaking screw it. Like, I don't care if I'm not 12 anymore. I'm going to start the hobbies that I want for the next 20 or 30 years of my life, you know? What's something super fun? Like, I do dance now. I do piano. It's expensive. Okay. It's expensive. I need to really I invested in those things and they help so much, but like, should have paid for therapy too. Now that I think about it. To be fair, I was getting my insurance figured out, and that pays for some of that. But yeah, just things, little touch points in the week where I'm taking care of myself. And then now, weirdly enough, I'm a routine girl and I rely on it. I was not a routine girl. I was not a routine girl who was able to, I don't know if able is the right word, but I just was not keeping a schedule and having things throughout the week for myself like that. That was not the priority. Look, sometimes when you're married or you have kids or whatever, you're just not the highest priority. And it like was not the highest priority for us to just be able to spend our money that way. It wasn't, because we had other things to worry about that were bigger. And also, my ex-husband at the time was having like mental health things, so we were paying for, you know, stuff for that. And it's like, okay, I'm not gonna go shopping, I'm not gonna like get random classes for myself when that money needs to be put elsewhere, you know. But now, if I'm just having some breathing room to focus on myself, then I'm not gonna do that. And oh, dating, girl dating, no. I tried it, I was like, oh, okay. And I got asked out, and it just, you know, times that happens. But I found that because I lived abroad and have already been married for a long time, right? And there's people out there who are just starting that for the first time. They've never done that. They've never been in a serious relationship. They don't know the landscape, I guess. It was like, okay, wow, for my age, I like have all this experience, and I'm so thankful for that, because I kind of know a direction. Doesn't mean I know everything. No. But it's something to go off of. I kind of know the rhythm, the shuck and jive of it, the dance between two people, right? And kind of what I bring, and like issues that I bring to the table, or things, how I affect other people. Things like that you can learn. But oh my goodness, I could not handle it. Dating just felt so silly after all the things I've been through. Like, I'm really enjoying just doing me, and I'm not wanting to get like, oh, just run into another relationship or run into getting married or something. That may happen eventually, yeah. But I think that'll happen in its right time. And also, kind of when you least expect it, like, it felt weird to pursue dating because I don't feel like I want a guy that bad. Like, does that make sense? I love men. I just, yeah, that like isn't the highest priority for me to like, I could do it and it would help me kind of run away from my problems a little bit, or like feel great for a bit. It's mind candy. It's great. But why, after being in such a relationship that was so like tough and I had so many things going on, I just need to take some time, and that's okay. And it just felt silly. Like, why? I don't know how people do that. Like, one relationship to the next. I don't know how. And I'm real good. Like, anyway, that's not a value statement of like, if you do that, that's bad or something, or I do it better or something. I don't know, man. I just know I personally can't see it right now. Started dating a little bit, thought it was kind of silly. And that's, yeah. I think just spending the time on myself to get wherever I need to go will eventually lead me to someone who maybe is where I'm at or in a different place, and we can like partner up. Great. But not for now. And it's totally okay to like spend that time on yourself, because I felt as an adult went straight from my parents' house to married, and my mental thing was I was always focusing on someone else. Like, any decision I'm making is considering someone else, and there's benefits to being single, there's benefits to being in a relationship, but like the piece about being single right now for me is that I went straight from one thing to the next and thinking about others, and so now it's nice to just not have to do that. Feels like a relief, because I'm getting the exact opposite. For a little bit anyways. For a little bit. It's good for us to think of other people, of course. The point of all this is to just share where I'm at. And so you know that you can do it too. You can live the greatest life after something terrible. Like, you can have a complete start over, and it can be the thing that you're most grateful for forever. Like, my ex did me a huge freaking favor. He did me a huge favor. Why? Because I would not even be here doing what I'm doing right now. Right? And I hope like the same for him. I hope that it's worked out however it's supposed to work out. You know? It's just because we're not together, we're still like individual people. And we hope that in a relationship, the individual people can get where they need to go while in the relationship. Sometimes that's not possible. So I hope we go our little ways, and we do what we need to do. And I hope that for you, and like, you can make it. You can make it. It's so, life can be so harsh and like the worst, but it can also be the best, you know? Like, just as awful as it can be, other side of the spectrum, it can be that amazing. Just think about the most negative, awful emotion you've ever felt. The opposite is true. You can feel that negative. You can also feel that positive and joyous and like alive. So just know you have things to look forward to. Really, really, really. And you can't see it. You just have to like continue on. And that is the bravest thing ever. And I think bravery or courage is just continuing on sometimes. It's in the mundane. It's not this huge act, right? There are those too, but sometimes bravery is just being like, I'm going to stare out the window today and I at least did something for the day. Or like, I'm going to shower. That's it. That's all you did? Good for you. That was so brave, you know? Yeah, there were some days where I get home and I was so depressed I like couldn't even, I was not functioning. That was bad. But I took a bath. That was my thing. And I fed myself. Thing I needed to do for that day. Each day has enough trouble. Bible says that. Bible says that. Each day has enough trouble on its own, and we don't need to worry. So, God bless. You can make it.